A lot of mighty checking in, man. Listen, YouTube, let's get right to it. In today's video topic, we're going to be talking about why it is important to have a mission. So, why is it important to have a mission? As always, I'm going to share one of my testimonial stories. So, when I was playing basketball, I played basketball in New York for 3 years, and all my life, basketball had been that mission for me, right? And this is a lot of people's upbringing when they're playing sports, or if you have a hobby, let's say you're a band person or dance, whatever your thing is, you had time to pursue that thing. And that was your mission, right? Up until a certain point, we've had our mission kind of planned out for us. I would say until we're about, 18, 19, that's when you start to get a taste of the real world, whether you go to college. Some people, we're talking about the majority, not the outliers who had to, work when they were in high school and pay, we're just talking about the average high schooler, right? So when you're in high school, we all have our thing. When you get to college, that's when you start to figure out, you start going through more life situations. So if you don't have that mission, right, in your life, you're never gonna you can't plan backwards. And what I mean by plan backwards is if you have a goal, right, you know where that goal, you want to get to this goal, right? But then you want to plan backwards to see the measured steps that it would take on a day-to-day, even a week-to-week or month-to-month, year-to-year metric, so that way you can get there and it's obtainable. You're not just going into, you're not just throwing wet noodles at the wall, so to speak, and seeing what sticks. You want to have that mission so you're clear in what it is that you're working towards every day, right? I know for me, for the longest, when I was in college, I didn't know what I wanted to do because the only thing I really knew was basketball, right? I got, in front of just different things. I had a girlfriend, drugs, alcohol, right? You get tempted with these things, and you start, when you don't have a strong enough mission, a strong enough purpose, it takes you in those routes, right? So a lot of people in your life and my life, they don't really have a purpose, right? A lot of people are content with just, making enough money to pay rent and going home and going out and drinking and doing all these things, but it's not really giving you any return on your investment. And your investment is your time, which is your most valuable resource. So if you're already spending your most valuable resource on things that aren't coming back to you, your mission is going to get lost in the pleasure because you're looking for pleasure. And the mission, it's not going to be fun all the time, but it's going to give you the most return on your investment, aka your time. So having a mission, having that purpose outside of, making you, keeping you out of things that are gonna not be profitable for yourself, but you're also gonna actually develop yourself in a different way, in a way that a lot of people aren't developing themselves until they're really, really, either financially down bad, or God forbid something happens. But a lot of people wait until that happens and they're already grown people. And again, a mission is also not just something that you're going to be doing just to get money. A mission could be something bigger than yourself that you want to accomplish, right? So not everything that we're talking about as far as like, looking into the future or this mission or this purpose needs to be money driven. Now, if you're smart, you will find a way to make money from that theme, because then you won't feel like you're bound to working a job maybe you don't want to work, or you don't want to feel like you have to do this one thing. You want to be well versed, right? And that could be your mission, to be more well versed. But the point I'm trying to make is have a goal, right? And keep adjusting that goal, keep moving the goalpost, because when you have a mission, The things that, you know, most people struggle with is because their purpose and their mission isn't strong enough. And keeping that mission, and I know, right, like if your why is not strong enough, then you'll never finish, because you don't even know why you're doing something. So whatever you want to call it, whether it's your why, your mission, your purpose, you need to have one, especially as a young man, especially in this world, because that's how you're gonna get ahead, right? You're gonna get ahead by just making sure that you're doing things that are maybe a little bit unconventional, maybe a little bit more risky, but we're taking educated risks, right? Find your mission and then plan backwards, because that's going to be the best way for you to, people use SMART goals, right? You want to make sure it's an achievable goal, right? It's measured, right? Whatever SMART stands for, but those are just a couple of the acronyms for SMART. But when you have that mission, you have that purpose, not only do you feel more fulfilled in your life, but you probably will meet people along the same path as you, which is a cool experience in itself. So all in all, right, find your mission, find your purpose, find your why. That's gonna help you in your daily life. It's gonna help you with your business. It's gonna help you with your whatever you got going on, because you have a strong conviction for why you're doing things. Right? If I didn't have a strong conviction for why I wanted to do YouTube, then I probably wouldn't be consistent with it. But I have a reason and a why I want to do this. So that makes it easier for me to get on here every day and make videos and take it serious, and make my videos better, and look at my videos, watch my videos, so I can see where I could be better. And that in itself is a mission, right? One day, hopefully, this channel will be monetized, and that mission will have given me a reason to make money, but I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the purpose of the mission. So make sure your vision is clearly thought out, and you want to plan it backwards so you have those measurable steps. And if you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys. Road to 300. Let's get it.